Bongbong Marcos.
Yun, that's it. Kuha natin, that's it. That's it, guys. Guys, mag-ano tayo?
Hinigit-git nyo yung mga tao ko.
Yun, eto na talaga.
Diyan sa envelope na yan.
Correct.
Lisa Marcos.
Yan.
Naalala mo? Nagpadala ka sa akin ng video.
Okay.
Sinabihan mo ako saan kukunin ang pera. Pinakita mo ang muka ng tao doon sa video message mo.
Sige lang.
Hi, this is she's been working with us for the longest time. We trust her.
That's true, that's true.
You sent me written instructions about money.
Money. Yan.
Millions a
Millions?
month.
Millions.
Anong nakalagay doon sa envelope? DepEd.
Ayan na.
Anong ginawa ko? Binigay ko sa DepEd.
Whoa! Whoa! Guys. Whoa. Relax tayo, guys. Okay.
Wala ka nga posisyon sa gobyerno. Namimigay ka ng pera ng gobyerno eh.
Yun. Wow. Medyo bigat yung mga sinasabi ni madam.
Sisirain mo yung tangal ng mga kasama ko.
Wow.
Sa office of the Vice President.
That's it. Wow.
Sasabihin nyo sa mga tao, nakaw yan, confidential funds yan. Niwala nga kayong isang proof na confidential funds yan. Naniwala lang kayo sa isang babae na ang pangalan ay Gloria.
Mary Grace Piatos. Sorry guys. Akala ko Mary Grace Piatos yung sinabi niya. Kasi di ba, pinag-usapan natin kahapon, si Mighty Magulang po, na-analyze niya po lahat ng mga nasa database ng Philippine, database of the Philippine families. Kahit isang Piatos po ay hindi nahanap sa buong, pero meron ng Mr. Chippy. Wait. Nagpiatos, okay. Talagang, Mighty Magulang. Talaga na. Imagine mo, in-effort pa ni Mighty Magulang, pinuntahan yung buong database. Pati yung Singapore database pinuntahan na. Wala talagang Piatos. Kahit panahon ni Magellan, Legazpi, wala talagang Piatos. Kahit panahon ni, yung Chinese na pirate, yung sumugod dito, ano pangalan niya? Ano ulit pangalan nung Chinese pirate na yung mga taga-Pampanga tumulong pa, pinalis siya yan. Kahit yung mga samurai na sumama dun sa Chinese pirate na yan, hindi pa rin pangalan Piatos. Baka Doritos, baka Mr. Chippy, baka Oishi. Baka daw may samurai na nakapasok na Oishi yung pangalan. Lima Hong! Siye. Sorry na guys, may lagnat na ako. Yun, nung dumating si Lima Hong, chinek yung boarding pass talaga ba't yung QR code? Kasi, nung time pa lang na yan, may QR code na si Limahong Tinignan talaga yung QR code Chinek pa sa customs Limahong. Tapos tinanong, meron bang Piatos dyan? Meron Pao, meron Pe. Yung lola ko, God bless her soul, Pe sila, Pe. Taga China din sila. Meron lahat. Powa, lahat meron pero walang Piatos. Yun nga, may Oishi yata na isa na samurai. So, yun lang, sinasabi ko. Na QR code, chinek na. Wala talaga, sabi ni Mighty Magulang. Wala talaga. Kahit yung mga Pogo, tinignan din yung QR code. Wala talaga silang mahanap. So, kaya kanina sabi niya, akala ko Piatos. Si Mike Merge. Grabe talaga. Ayan na.
Nakaw yan, confidential funds yan. Niwala nga kayong isang proof na confidential funds yan. Naniwala lang kayo sa isang babae.
Mary Grace.
Ang pangalan ay Gloria Mercado na nagsabi confidential funds yan. Na hindi nyo nga nilabas na wala pang confidential funds. Meron ng white envelope. Kasi 2022 pa lang.
Kailangan ko na mag-AirPods kahit sira na yata.
May utos na ng pera sa DepEd.
Yun. Makinig kasi kayo.
Sinungaling?
Bakit makinig kasi kayo?
Nagpipigil ako
Tama, tama.
Kasi gusto ko lang magtrabaho. Gusto ko lang tapusin nyo na yung ng show ninyo dyan sa House of Representatives para makabalik na kami sa trabaho namin.
Si Piatos, para makabalik na rin si Piatos.
Tapos ganyan ang gagawin ninyo sa amin dahil hindi kami sumusunod sa inyo.
Yun. Guys. In fairness naman, guys, intindi naman natin yung minamahal natin, binoto natin to, guys, di ba? Alright, para maganda talaga pag naka-flashlight mo. Medyo bunker mode tayo, bunker mode. Kaya, guys, tigilan nyo na kasi yan para makabalik na si Piatos. Tigilan nyo na kasi. Para magtrabaho na si Piatos, di ba? Maka namang bayad dyan kay Piatos na yan. Tigilan nyo na kasi magtrabaho na yan. Kayo talaga mga congressman talaga, Pero ang panalo talaga, guys, akala natin yun na yun, no? Akala natin yun na yun. Wow, pero, I don't know. It got more interesting. It got more and more interesting. Akala natin yun na yun. Biglang umaga may nag-message sa akin, nakita mo ba ito, pare? Sabi ko, hindi, doon pa rin ako sa sayaw. Yung mga nakaganyan tayo. Ito guys, Ito talaga di ko nakayanan, guys. Parang wow, next level na to. Ito. Inedit ko rin yan,
Sa security ko.
Ito.
Huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko. Kasi may kinausap na ako na tao.
Tago na
Sinabi ko sa kanya, kapag pinatay ako, patayin mo si BBM, si Lisa Araneta, at si Martin Romales. No joke. No joke. Nagdilim na ako, ma'am. Pag namatay ako, sabi ko, huwag ka tumigil, hanggang hindi mo mapatay sila.
Okay.
Huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am,
sige lang.
sa security ko.
Sige lang.
Kasi may kinausap na ako na tao. Sinabi ko sa kanya, kapag pinatay ako, patayin mo si BBM, si Lisa Araneta, at si Martin Romales. No joke.
Tapos na?
No joke.
Sige,
na ako, ma'am.
sige po, okay na po. Wow, guys. Wow. No joke, bro. No joke. Wow. Wala na. Wow. Next level. Lahat ng sipon natin lumabas na. So, ito guys, next level ang nangyari dito. No joke to, guys, no joke. No joke. Sorry. No joke yan, So, ito yung Malacanang immediately nag-respond na talaga kanina na sorry, active threat. Okay, active threat na ito si Madam. Aktibong banta. Ito, basahin natin, ito na talaga. Sipon natin, grabe talaga to, Bakit pag nagsishades ako, parang mas malakas ang kutob ko? Ito, kanina sabi na Malacanang, kanina sabi ng Presidential Security Command na immediately po titignan nila itong active threat, quote-unquote, against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos. Wait lang, bakit si Martin Romualdez? Wala ba magpo-protect kay Martin? Guys naman, protect si Martin. Ito. Sabi na PCO kanina, Presidential Communications Office, acting on the Vice President's clear and unequivocal statement that she had contracted an assassin to kill the President if an alleged plot against her succeeds, the Executive Secretary has referred this active threat to the Presidential Security Command for immediate proper action. Immediate proper action. Any threat. Bakit parang na rin ako? Any threat to the life of the President must always be taken seriously. More so that this threat has been publicly revealed in clear and certain terms. Alright? So, eto na guys. We are also closely coordinating with law enforcement agencies to detect, deter, and defend against any and all threats to the President and the First Lady. Ito ulit sinabi nila, any threat to the life of the President and the First Family, regardless of its origin, in this case, even if it's from the second highest elected office of the land, and especially one made so brazenly in public, is treated with the utmost seriousness. We consider this a matter of national security and shall take all necessary measures to ensure the President's safety. Alright, okay. Now, obviously, yung isa pang drama nangyari today is siyempre, yung kasama ni Sara, yung chief of staff niya, si Ma'am Lopez, di ba? Ay na-transfer na po siya kanina outside the Congress kasi hindi nila alam saan mapunta yan. Baka mag-hunker down yan sa Congress. So, dinala sa correctional facility. Sa Women's Correctional Facility kanina. At napansin ko kanina, doon sa mga videos, andun din si, ayan na yung sipon natin. Pasensya na guys. Andun din kanina si General Torre. Si General Torre andun kanina. Ito. Ayusin natin to guys. So, ibig sabihin, involved na po ang CIDG. But the CIDG po ay pumasok dito. At saka, of course, it makes sense that someone like General Torre had to step in dahil this is a very sensitive situation and things could escalate very much and you need really the best of the best to be involved there. So, I'm just gonna try to draw out yung kanina, yung footage kung saan lumabas na talaga si Sara in defense and all of that. Wait lang Ito. Panoorin natin yan guys. So tingnan mo na, I'm trying to source things from every side. So ito kanina yung mga nangyari, di ba? So ito si Sara Duterte kanina. Kasama si Chief of Staff niya, si Ma'am Lopez. Ito po yung kanina yung dokumento dun sa pag-transfer. Ito. Transfer of medical facility for Attorney Lopez, November 23, 2024. Considering that, as requested, Attorney Zuleika Lopez has been examined by the physicians and cleared by the St. Luke's Medical Center, Quezon City. You are directed to transfer Attorney Lopez to the Veterans Memorial Medical Center, Quezon City. This is consistent with the standard practice of the House of Representatives to entrust detainees to government facilities. So kanina ito si Napoleon Taas po, ang general po ay nag-sign nito. So ito na guys, ito yung also by Secretary General Velasco kanina. Ito na sign kanina. And then interestingly, look at, paras kami ng shades ni Sarah. Look at sino ang may hawak nito. General Torre. General Hinuli Sikiboloy Torre. I think it really says a lot that the head of the CIDG, the superstar of the PNP, maybe future senador, maybe the natural successor to to Senator Lacson, eto na siya yung naghanda dyan. At ako, napakagandang Ray-Ban shades talaga si Sir General Torre. Sige, sutilin ko siya pag gumanda-ganda. So it also tells you a lot na si General Torre ang nagdala nito. So that means talaga they had to bring in big boys. And there's no one bigger, guys. Pagdating sa PNP, pagdating sa handling ng mga Dutertes than General Torre. Now, there are a few minutes of footage of interaction between General Torre or semi-interaction between General Torre and Sara Duterte. Speaking of General Torre, we will try to arrange something with him next week. Actually, gusto ko siyang bisitahin sa CIDG. Marami kaming pag-usapan at saka Marites. But I think this adds a lot. Grabe talaga si General Torre, sobrang busy niya. Kakalabas niya, kakapromote lang niya from Quiboloy in Davao. Next thing you know, ngayon nandito naman siya guys para titignan naman to oversee essentially this operation. So to send the head of the CIDG, this is a very big deal. Right? This is really, really big deal. And sa aking palagay, this only increases the stock of General Torre as the most celebrated Filipino policeman of recent memory at least. So mabuhay kasi General Torre, tapos ang siga-siga. Oh, gwapo talaga ni Sir General Torre. Oh. My man! Represent! Puya ka siya. Loading-loady talaga to si General Torre. Last time I checked, si General Torre, yung interviews po natin sa kanya, mas marami pang views sa interview ko kay si OG Diaz. Kalain mo, sa sobrang dami natutuwa kay General Torre, talo pa si OG Diaz dun sa interview namin. Na, okay, tama na yan. Baka sabihin niya, nagfa-fanboy na tayo. I'm just saying, talo yung interview ng OG Diaz namin. Sa interview ko kay General Torre. Wala pang edit yan or anything, ha? Okay. Ganon ka big time na si General Torre. Sana naman mapansin mo. Ito yung kanina yung footage. You know how relax lang si General.
Hindi ko na rin alam bakit ganito na.
Wait lang, ito. Maganda yung interesting nangyari. Pati si Sarah sabi, hindi ko na alam ba't ganito na. So parang nag-cool down na yata siya. Medyo nag-relax na siya. Oh, tingnan mo yung tanong ni Torre. Anong gusto niyo, ma'am? Sige, talagang on top of, he knows his stuff, no? Ang galing talaga ni General Torre talaga. He knows his stuff, no? Magaling. Relax lang siya, chill lang siya, cool lang siya. Anong gusto niyo, ma'am?
Yes, yung patient.
Sure.
Hindi ko na rin alam bakit ganito na.
Apa, gusto pa niya media?
Double time.
Talagang.
Release.
Bakit gusto ba ng media?
Go na, sabi ni General.
Gwapo ni General ah. Ya, astig ah.
General ang sabi.
Bagay ni General ah.
Ayaw ng hospital. Ayaw ng hospital.
Nandyan lang naman yung camera eh.
Ayaw ng hospital.
Ayun si Bato.
Huwag nyo lang i-block yung side ng camera.
Alis na lang dito ang mga one para makita
Nandyan
ng
lang, para makita ng camera.
Si Bato talaga ah. To the rescue. Bato to the rescue.
Clear natin ito yung, para makita ng camera.
Mga galit si Sarah na to. Alam ko sasabihin ng tao, ay drama na naman yan. Pero actually, to be honest, to be serious guys ah. Galit na galit si Sarah. I think this is really seryoso na to. Iba na to.
considering that as requested,
Ayan na, babasahin niya yung letter ah.
examined beneficiaries and cleared the center Quezon City. You are directed to transfer Lopez to the Veterans Memorial Medical Center, Quezon City. This is, Ma'am, si Vicky is and invalid your choice. May text tayo galing kay SIRG Rimulya. Ma'am, ang sabi ni SIRG Rimulya,
Yan din ang sabi niyo, tapos kinuha niyo ako kanina, dadalhin niyo ako sa correctional.
hindi ma'am, tapos na yun.
Ayaw niya magpa-correction. So, kaya dinala siya sa veterans na lang.
Rimulya, transfer of Attorney Sonaika Lopez to Veterans Memorial Center. Dear General Torre, as verbally agreed upon, the transfer of Attorney Lopez to the Veterans Memorial Hospital shall be complied with respect to the House directive to transfer her. Please accord all
Chill lang si General Torre, no?
necessary to ensure her safety. Furthermore, please allow the untethered access of her personal physicians during her confinement. The attorney will also be afforded full visiting rights of the following people: Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Amy Marcos, Vice President Sara Duterte. Please be advised that all pertinent hospital safety guidelines should be followed, as well as hospital policies on visitation practices. For strict and immediate compliance. Signed.
Chill lang si General Torre, no? Stig.
Assurance yun.
Ayan, para wala ka ng ano. O kasi noong una, dadalhin na sa correctional na eh.
Dito, maraming witness. Dito naman mo sasakay ka naman mo sa sasakyan ni
Pumayag sila
VP.
sa media, pumayag sila kay Senator Bato.
Ma'am, sasakay po kayo.
Sa akin.
Sasakay po kayo sa sasakyan ni VP. Kasama niyo po si VP sa sasakyan. She will be transporting you to Veterans Memorial Center. Hindi ka naman naiwanan ni VP, ma'am. Sure yan, Nick, diba? Yes, promise. Of course, ma'am. Nandiyan naman si VP. They are just in one car. Okay, ma'am?
Padaanan.
VP, baka ma'am, paano, ma'am, paano?
Dito kami sa likod mo, ma. Huwag kang mag-alala.
Grabe, oh. Grabe. Daming tao. Grabe, oh. Naging national event na siya. Okay. Medyo pagod na rin ako, guys. I'll try to wrap this up. But I need to part on important note. Alam ko, nakikita ko sa comment nyo, pinagtatawanan nyo, sasabihin nyo naman, ano yung Davao School of Arts and Drama. Gets ko lahat ng mga criticism na yan. Ang akin lang naman, guys, is dalawang implication nito. Unang-una, I just don't see a situation whereby na ganyan yung kalagayan ng pinakamalapit sa puso ni Sara Duterte doon sa mga staff niya. Hindi ko napapatulan yung mga sinasabi ni Montulfo. Huwag na tayo dyan. But chief of staff niya, malaking bagay yan. I've worked with a lot of people who, you know, a lot of people who have chief of staff and nakita ko very close yung relationship niyan. Parang essentially yun ang confidant mo, di ba? I just don't see a situation whereby ganun yung hug, ganun yung helplessness. Well, again, kahit sabihin mo drama yan. And Sara Duterte, not essentially thinking of vengeance all the way. So, unang-una, I just don't see any situation where Sara becomes the next president and hindi yayariin lahat ng mga tao na minura-mura niya ngayon. Alright? Pangalawa, nakita din natin dun sa intervention ni Bato de la Rosa kanina, immediately coming into the rescue. That tells you na yung mga senadors na supporters ni Sara at yung mga fence-sitters ngayon ay even have less reasons not to block any impeachment complaint against Sara. Right? So I think this even strengthens yung position ng mga ibang senador na ayaw nila bumoto. Kasi grabe. Essentially, Sara said, you wanna cross me, I'll go all the way. Kahit sabihin natin drama niya na anything like that. And then pangatlo, obviously guys, imagine niyo kung nangyari talaga yung ICC na yan or anything along those lines. Kung ito nga na batang-bata pa lang, ganyan na, imagine mo kung si Digong arestuin. Ay, nako, ang daming iyak, daming tao gaganon-ganon, people are gonna wail and you know, cry and all of that. So, it's just telling you guys. So, kumbaga nakikita natin yung preview, di ba? Na even when Dutertes are cornered, they're really, really not gonna leave anything to chances. At gagawin nilang lahat to remind people na hindi sila susuko na basta-basta lang. Right? So, kahit sabihin mo, drama lang yan, I'm just telling you, it works eh. It works eh. Genuine or not, it works. And it tells you na mahirapan talaga ang administration if they want to push for impeachment unless they really come up with something big to coax and cajole yung mga fence-sitters or yung mga iba na ayaw sumama dun sa boto. Kung talagang may grounds for impeachment, diba? But at the same time, if BBM doesn't do anything about this, kung impeachment ay walang mapuntahan, yayarin din sila ng mga Duterte pagbalik nila. So now it makes you wonder, what's going to be the strategy of the administration? One possible speculation, kung talagang may banta sa buhay ni President BBM, kung talagang may plot or anything like that, do not be surprised if in coming days or weeks, there will be plots or something uncovered by the government. And then, national security ng usapan. And once national security comes in question, everything will accelerate from there. On that sobering note, maraming salamat sa ating mga kameta, manamahal na kameta. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kahit pagod na pagod tayo at nilalagdat tayo ng everything like that, sabi ko talagang there's no way na we're gonna end this week na hindi natin i-follow up ito. At sa aking palagay, nagbibiro ako, nagpapatawa ako and everything, but to be honest, deep inside, I'm taking these things very seriously. We are entering very serious moment. This is talagang moment of no return yan. Drama or not, the battle lines have been drawn. So, kung ikaw BBM, you have to be ready to go all the way. Kasi if these people come back to power, yayarin talaga kayo. Yayarin talaga kayo. And at the same time, the Dutertes are also preparing to go all the way also, if ever magkakaroon ng crackdown on them. So, we just saw a preview of what would happen if an ICC arrest, DOJ arrest, or an impeachment really gains momentum in the coming days. So, jokingly, we can say papunta tayo sa exciting part, but I think in many ways we're also heading into a very, very contentious, completely uncharted territory in Philippine political history, to be honest. Thank you very much. God bless, and talk to you soon.